You're watching Football Daily, and here's this week's biggest transfer news and headlines. We've asked you guys to keep an eye out for any transfer rumours and to tweet them in. If you'd like to be involved next week, hit us up on Twitter with the hashtag TransferTalk to me at Zach Jellum or the Football Daily account. We start in the English capital, where the Metro claim Arsenal loanee Jack Wilshere may be ready to quit the Premier League altogether. The 25-year-old, who's had a respectable period at Bournemouth, allegedly wants to seek a move to Italian giants AC Milan if Arsene Wenger stays on as the Gunners' manager. Dream Team, not the most trustworthy of sources, also report on the story, adding that England legend David Beckham is said to have recommended the move to Jack, though he wouldn't exactly be joining the squad of Ronaldinho, Kaká and Pirlo, would he? Keeping with the theme of Italy, Torino striker Andrea Belotti looks set to stay with the club, with the 23-year-old rejecting several moves to top clubs. Goal.com say that Chelsea and Arsenal are the front runners for the Italian international. However, he recently signed a new contract in December that lasts until 2021 and has a €100 million buyout clause. If that wasn't enough to end rumours, he even said in an interview, "Of course I'm staying. I want to remain at Torino." Ending on, "Let the Granata fans know I am definitely staying." He seems quite sure. Over to France, where a certain 18-year-old is still picking up all the headlines. That's right, Kylian Mbappe is on fire, and according to the Mirror, Monaco want to smash the transfer record. Owner Dmitry Rybolovlev wants £40 million more than the current record. That's £130 million for him. And even with such a high price tag, Chelsea, PSG, Manchester United and Real Madrid are all apparently interested. The forward, who's been dubbed the next Thierry Henry, is contracted to the club until 2019. But according to teammate Fabinho, he's destined to join Barcelona or Los Blancos. To Old Trafford now, where their Portuguese manager is ready to spend £42 million on an Inter Milan player, according to Gazzetta dello Sport. No, it isn't Mauro Icardi, but actually Croatian midfielder Marcelo Brozovic. The 24-year-old's agent confirmed talks were underway with an unnamed Premier League club, with reports in Italy claiming it was the Red Devils. Jose Mourinho is said to have flown out to Zagreb to speak to Ivan Perisic, who he's also interested in signing, and apparently wants to add his club and international teammate Brozovic to their ranks. It may be early, but it's time for bullshit transfer rumour of the week, which was spotted by Harry on Twitter, and it's Chelsea's Eden Hazard, who's in talks to move to Real Madrid in the summer. Marca have it splashed all over the front page, claiming the Belgium international has had positive talks with Los Blancos, and that the 26-year-old was promised by Chelsea that if Madrid registered their interest, they would listen and consider any offer. The team from the Bernabeu are apparently also willing to offer James Rodriguez as part of a player plus cash deal, as Zinedine Zidane is so desperate for the winger. However, Roman Abramovich wants to convince Hazard to stay with the club by giving him a new contract and a promise of £200 million to be spent on the squad this summer. But let us know what you think. Will he move, or is it all just rubbish to sell some papers? Let us know in the poll right now. With the Hazard story in every paper, Arsenal fans may want to look away now, as the Daily Mail also claimed that Chelsea could be looking for a replacement already. The number one target for that role is apparently Arsenal winger Alexis Sanchez, who has seemingly become more and more frustrated with his time at the Gunners. The 28-year-old is demanding a £250k a week contract, which Arsenal seem reluctant to agree to, but a transfer like this would certainly cause some controversy, with Arsenal fans already preparing their Judas signs. Just before we head over to our next transfer story, make sure you get your questions in for our Sunday Q&A in the comments now, using the hashtag SundayVibes. Or you're much more likely to be featured if you send a video question to our Facebook page, The Football Daily. There's a link on screen now and in the description. A move which is quite a surprise now. Yep, it's the news that Dusan Tadic is wanted by some of the best clubs in the world. What? The Express claim that Juventus, Napoli, Arsenal and Atletico Madrid are allegedly interested in the Serbian international. The 28-year-old, who is said to have a £13 million buyout clause, had scouts watch him play in Serbia's 3-1 victory over Georgia, where he scored a goal and got 2 assists. Not a bad day to perform on. Back over to London, where the Sun, great, have said that Arsenal are looking into a long-term replacement for Petr Cech, with Leicester City's Kasper Schmeichel their main man. Arsenal have conceded 16 goals in their last 6 games, and David Ospina seems highly likely to leave the Gunners in order to gain first-team football. But with Cech now 34, and some claiming he is past it, we're not exactly sure a 30-year-old Schmeichel is the right man to fill those boots. And finally, to a deal which seems on the verge of completion, Tiémoué Bakayoko, which we called last week, is said to have signed a 5-year deal with Chelsea, according to The Star. The fee being spoken about is around £35 million and is a logical move for the Blues, as they will be competing in 4 competitions next season. Thanks for watching, guys, and if you've enjoyed this, why don't you stick on some more FD by clicking right here, and as ever, don't forget to like and subscribe.